Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, it's clobbering time.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Hey yo, from the halls of justice to the temple of doom, the space wizards return and earn a sonic the boom. Pulling swords from stones, throwing rings into volcanoes. Water full of witches, I'm inevitably Thanos. Voltron made a lions, Wakanda with a panther. Walker Mars, Darker Manhattan, Spocket for an answer. Live long and prosper, the force will be with you always. No work in all plays, shining like blood-filled hallways. Come and play with us, we all float down here. Say your name 3 times and we hopefully appear. Team full of psychics, super soldiers and weirdos. Some people call us sidekicks because we hardly heroes.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related. I am the new #1 host, Dillard Skillard.
And I'm still 6 Mike Cheese Whiz Tater Tot, a.k.a. TT.
Special guest, your favorite person to hate, Kitana.
Katana's in the
Yo.
Kitana and Tater.
Kitana, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for the invite.
For sure. We basically told the Mad King that we were taking the week off again.
Yeah, totally.
So we were like, hey, bro, like the studio flooded. We're not going to be able to record. And we gave him the night off.
We needed a break.
He's too much.
It is a little much at times.
He's loud. He's proud.
Mm-hmm.
And he's here to stay. Anyway, but I think we'll be able to get on without him.
Well, you know what? We're going to give it our damnedest.
We are going to give it our... And what if the sidekicks are just like, yes?
What if they just love this new format?
I think so.
And they're going to be like, Catans, what if we... No, we've already done it, I guess.
There could be an uprising after this. We'll see.
Because we already tried it, right? A coup.
Yeah.
And I lost respect and love from many listeners for picking Katana's side. So...
Yeah. Still to this day, you're getting some...
oh my God. Like Chris,
some
Neil,
pushback.
Or C Nasty, as we like to call him.
He called you out.
Sir Flintock. I mean, Watson hates me for it.
A
Although
lot of people noticed.
Watson's easy to win over just with some eyelash flutterings.
Yeah. He couldn't look at me. So.
You're right.
I will say, though, last time I was a guest, we did it virtually.
Right.
This time, for the first time, I've met Dilly in person.
Mm-hmm.
He's quite a looker.
Right.
Not gonna lie. I mean, look how swaggy he is over there.
Dude,
he's got like
swag.
a crisp new hoodie.
Yeah.
Right.
It's still creased, guys.
It is actually very crisp.
Yep. His little Nikes match. Like,
Got the Air Force Ones.
there you go, ladies.
Ain't no thing.
You know, Dilly does. He's like a nice dresser. This is what I actually like to make fun of my older brother, brother James, because like his dress attire like didn't really like progress with age. Like he looks good when he goes to work. That's true. He does put on some nice clothes when he goes to work, but his like personal clothes he hasn't like just progressed in life.
Is this about the shorts?
It's about the shorts.
Yeah, we all know the shorts.
And
the plaid shorts.
Dilly always looks nice, even though you still look like you grew up a skater or something, you know, or like a guitar player. You look like that.
Skater for sure.
You know, it's
but
not
I
like
don't
you're
wear,
preppy
skate
or
clothes.
anything, but you always look put together. Your jeans fit.
I think what you're trying to say is I don't dress like an adult.
But you don't look like the adult that's trying to like be cool and young. Like you're just rocking it. You
all
know?
right. Hey, thank you,
I
Kitana.
feel your vibes.
I love it. I
Digging
love it. I appreciate that.
So shout out to Dilly.
You guys gonna make me blue shay?
He's actually looks. Are you steaming up over there?
I might. Am I getting red?
Willie Beamer.
Keep them steaming. Be creaming. I don't know.
Dilly's gonna
Whatever
be
it says.
Team Catans after today.
Oh,
sure.
is this what she's trying to do? Another coup?
Right.
Another coup?
Well, I always had Kitana's back. She knows that.
That's
you know.
true. Mad King, if you're listening, sorry,
Watch
bro.
it.
Dude, yeah. It's a new format.
Okay, so let's get into it. On the docket today, we are talking WandaVision, as always. This last episode was... Woo! We'll get into it. We also will be doing a top 5.
Okay.
We have a Sacramento Del Paso spotlight. Ooh. We have Dilly's Gaming Corner, of course, and some sidekick, a mayo.
Yeah.
And just a word from our sponsor, Sector 7 Salon. Make sure to check us out on all of our socials. We are around. We are kicking it. We're doing hair. We're having fun. Make an appointment online. Check us out. Our website is sector7salon.com. And all of our socials are Sector 7 Salon. So we have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. TikTok. That's what I meant. Did I say Twitter? We are not on Twitter. So
tweets.
What's funny is someone was showing me like a graph of like what social medias. I mean, it was kind of done by age or whatever, but like what they're using and what, like Facebook is just down so hard. I mean, just down, and Twitter too, actually.
Both of them. Yeah.
I think Twitter is hard downturn with young people. But what's even higher than Instagram and TikTok is Snapchat. And I don't really use it as like a social media platform. I just use it for the filters.
Yeah, to take pictures.
Right. But I don't even know how to use the social media platform part of it.
It's just like Instagram stories. Like that's where Instagram stories came from, was Snapchat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because I was thinking, I'm like, with the young folk, maybe I should start a salon Snapchat.
Have you heard the whole skinny jeans thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole movement.
It's a whole and the side part.
Yeah.
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 Which I like that you're on, like, right? You wear skinny jeans and have a side part, right? So I'm like, at least you're not like that young.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we can be happy for, is that we're not that young.
Well, I thought it was like low-rise jeans.
Wait, okay, so I'm completely, what are we talking about?
So
here?
on TikTok, like, young people have declared that you're old if you wear skinny jeans and have a side part.
Okay.
So what does their hair look like?
Well, they part in the middle, or they have curtain bangs, which is so annoying. It's like, yeah, I've had curtain bangs for like 6 months. Okay. And then this is what's annoying about old people. No, not old people. Young people is they think they've invented. Like, so they go back to a middle part. I'm like, we've all been doing that, and also they've been doing that like in the 60s. So like, they just think they like invent things.
No.
And then the mom jeans, like we were doing that in the 90s, So
that's where you got them from.
Right.
I mean, that was already a thing.
It was so they're just so annoying because they're like, oh, you guys are old, and it's like, no, bro, we already did that. That's what you do when you're young. Like, you don't dress like us. That's fine. We all do that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean we're not cool.
So basically, like, if an old person like myself wears skinny jeans and if I had hair and had a side part, I would basically be not cool.
Well, that's interesting that you say that, because I don't know what the rules for men are.
Okay. This
like,
is...
I don't know if, are guys supposed to have a middle part? I really hope not.
Yeah. Look like Oreo wheat and pour some honey down the middle of that shit.
And I think guys wearing skinny jeans, I don't know if that's out. I don't know. I'm more just paying attention to what girls are doing. And it's like, are the booties, like the little booties, are those out?
Yes. I saw a whole video on it. I don't want to get into it. It's a lot. There's a lot to go over.
Okay. Well, anyway, so let's get into our first segment. We're talking WandaVision.
Yeah, so episode 6.
Episode 6. So we have 2 more, right, Dill?
Yeah, 2 more.
Oh, God.
2 more.
How are they going to... Okay.
That's it?
Can we please talk about how short these episodes are? And I can't.
They make you think it's like a half hour long, but it's so not. It's only like 21 minutes
like
or something.
Minutes.
Right.
How
it's
long?
A 20-minute episode.
Yeah.
Right. The credits roll for
a long time. Like, I always fast forward. I'm like, is there going to be something at the
end? Every time I think it.
Yeah. And I'm like, nope, it's just the credits.
Well, because I think they do the credits for, well, I don't know. In the beginning, they had like the set, because there's so many credits.
There is. Why? Well, I guess there's a lot of production value that goes into it. So
speed it up.
There you go.
They're
fast
slow
forward.
credits.
Yeah, they
people
are
can read fast.
Right.
No one reads them.
Well, and it's also 20 minutes for this type of show is just, I can't believe that's all they're giving us. It's like, yeah, they get something done in it, but they could be diving in so much more to so much of this stuff. I feel like they really like barely developed Rambo's character. Like, she's just barely even a character to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know really much about her, or her, just anything about her.
Yeah, we kind of learned a little bit in the first couple episodes, and then
just like a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay,
the focus kind of shifted a little bit.
And I just feel like they're trying with the two worlds, they could get so much more into it. And this 20 minutes is just killing me. I can't stand it.
It started kind of slow.
It started off so slow. And it's almost like if they would have picked it up like maybe after this, or even an episode and a half, But yeah, it was like it was the 4th episode before we got any goods.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good point. And then they're just going to end it in 2. So we have 40 minutes left of this show.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And then it's over?
That is it.
I can't.
It's done.
So, I mean, I guess what I could say, though, is this is just the first season. So, if they end it, on a good, like, hanger, then maybe we'll just dive in more next season.
Well, what's next? Because we just got off of Mandalorian and then WandaVision. So
next is...
What are we getting?
Is it Falcon and the Winter Soldier next?
Yeah. Oh. That's it. And then I think Loki.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, and then maybe those are kind of the 4 mains, and then maybe we'll circle back around and get another season of Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like Christmas time, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
The Boba Fett one. Doesn't
right,
because they're around Christmas.
I think so.
So that's separate from Mando, right? That's his own show.
Right. Yep.
Oh, God.
The Fets. Yeah. So we got some stuff to look forward to. That's for sure.
Okay, so let's talk WandaVision. So basically it starts, so this whole, I love to like break down the beginning part. This was like Malcolm in the Middle, right?
Kind of, yeah. So like, I don't know, like 80s ish, or did you feel like 90s?
I felt like it was a 90s because I felt like the one before was 80s,
more
80s because that was like Full House, which is totally 80s.
You're right.
Malcolm in the Middle is absolutely a 90s show.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of had that, like, even the what's the one with Claire Danes, like, it kind of had that kind of My So-Called Life.
Yeah.
Where it kind of cuts in, it looks kind of, that grainy like picture or whatever.
Yeah.
So it felt super 90s to me. So we had that opening scene and it was Halloween. So we already knew that last episode Vision was suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He was hella sus.
He's like, what's going down?
Right. So and you find out kind of quickly that he's like not super happy with Wanda. And then so he kind of like, he's being really cold to her and he heads off. And then I don't know, how are you guys feeling about like Pietro? Like he kind of knows what's going on. Like he kind of says like, I don't really.
Yeah. He said, he's like, I got shot in the street and then I heard you calling me. So.
And he kind of understands that she's in charge or that she's doing it. He's like, well, I don't know. You tell me.
Right. Yeah.
So he kind of understands that. So I still don't really understand because in the very beginning of this episode, when they're doing like a recap, they show Quicksilver from the movie, which is a different actor.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then so after they show him getting shot, they immediately show the girl from Thor say she recast her brother. So like they put that right into your mind. So you still don't really know. And then in the show, he mentions, how he looks different, but they really haven't exactly explained it yet.
But he's kind of onto it too, because he gives her kudos for kind of controlling everything.
Right. And he did ask her, like, how do you do it? Or how are you doing it? And she says, I don't know.
Yeah. So he knows something's going on.
And he also knows he looks different.
This is true.
But he doesn't know he's dead.
That's right.
So does she, I don't know. I just get pretty confused by it too. She brought him back too? Like she did Vision?
Well, she doesn't, I don't know. And that's kind of what we don't know is like, she seemed just as surprised to see him.
That's true.
As we did.
Because she's like, I'm not doing this to Vision. She told him like, I didn't do this,
right.
like basically like perfect timing to interrupt the conversation. The doorbell rings.
Right. She did say that. And then she opens the door like, what the, right?
That's right. Because she was surprised when he showed up.
I mean, I think it just kind of seems like even though she is the one who created that space, it doesn't seem like she has complete control over it.
Yeah.
So she may like be influenced in some way or have some kind of manipulation or something. I don't know if it's like an outside force or it's her own mind where like somebody brought up Pietro and all of a sudden in her mind, because she's got it so stretched to control everything that maybe when it was popped into her mind, she somehow created him unknowingly. Or something like that.
Well, where did she get all the kids? Because remember, someone's like, oh, there's no kids here. Right. And then all of a sudden on Halloween.
Right.
Well, right. And Pietro says that. He's like, But she never answered him.
Yeah. Because there's some characters where it's like, they're on mind control because now Vision's kind of like taking him out of it to see what's going on.
Like, what's her name in the car, right?
Yeah.
Agnes.
That was creepy. I feel like that was a really creepy scene.
That was.
And what upsets me is that he just puts him back because he like doesn't want to deal. He just like puts him back into the control when really he should just start waking people up one by one. And then like start a revolt or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is that kind of what he was doing when he tried to leave the bubble? Was just like, hey, these people.
Yeah, he was
need
trying
help.
to like get them help.
Right.
Exactly, because he saw the lady, like with the ghost first.
Yeah.
Like he saw the tear kind of come down her cheek while she was just sitting there, like moving the ghost or whatever.
Right.
And then he kind of went out to the edge of the hex or whatever, and he saw like those other people just like sit like frozen basically. Right. And so, yeah, that's kind of...
So, and when, obviously, like, when he kind of goes outside of the hex, I mean, he doesn't really exist in real life.
Right. Which is why he just...
started disintegrating?
Apart, or is that just because... It's so confusing. I have no idea, really, like, why any of this is happening, but...
I think, and he exists in that because she has done something to make that so... But he, like, you know how, like, Rambo, she obviously exists inside and outside of the hex. Mm-hmm. I think he only exists inside of it.
Well, how did I still don't, did I miss that part? Like, how did they get there?
She can go in and out. She doesn't exist in both worlds, right?
No. Like, no,
But she's been in twice.
Right, like, she can be in or out of it. But I don't believe Viz can. I think Viz can only be in it.
Yeah, he's...
Right. So
he's,
like because
dead.
he's dead.
Right.
So I don't really know like how she created him. And I don't know, Katan's like to answer your question. I don't know how they got there because they still haven't said that. Like she's even said, I don't know. I don't really remember. Or, even in this scene with Pietro, I think he asked that. And she's just kind of like, I don't really know.
So it kind of makes you go back and forth. Like, is she in control of this? But then she gets all girl crazy and it's like, no, you're going to love me.
She definitely
I'm going to extend our crazy world.
Well, it seems, this is what I think. I think that she's so powerful that she was in such pain after Viz died that, it may be all her, but her, like, she may not even have, she probably doesn't have complete control over her powers. So, like, even though she's doing all of it, she's even kind of confused because her powers are so strong.
It's a good theory.
That's what I kind of think.
So all the people that are inside there, like Agnes and stuff, do we think they're dead too?
I don't think that they're dead.
They're just kind of being held hostage, basically under her control.
I do, because you know how like Viz kind of did that thing to Agnes or that guy at his work, and they kind of wake up and they're like, "Help me," or whatever, and then he puts them back in. That's why I think that they're alive, but she just put the hex on the people and she's mind controlling all of them individually or whatever, and they're all still alive.
Because Agnes, when she woke up, she was like, "You're part of the Avengers." Like she knew a bunch of stuff too.
Well, right, and it's like she didn't know, right? Like she didn't even know she was in there.
Right. Well, she knew he was dead.
What about those cops? Remember, they were outside the bubble though, and they're like, "We don't know what town you're talking about." So were they on mind control? Because they weren't in the bubble; they were outside the bubble.
That's actually a really good point.
So many questions.
Did they drive? Did the cops leave?
Yeah, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about.
But did they go back into the town?
They went somewhere.
Maybe she is mind controlling them and they can leave in it. I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. That's a good.
I will say the ending scene was badass though. When she expands.
She expanded.
Spoiler alert, but yeah, she expands. Vision's basically outside dying, and she expands the hex to grab him. Yeah, to get him back in there so we can live. But while she does that, she also sucks all the like the police.
That whole base.
Yeah, the base, the car lot, everything gets kind of sucked in.
And that was really fun to watch because like the whole military base changes to like a circus.
Circus tent.
Have you seen the meme where it's like next week on WandaVision and it's like a picture of her from Two Broke Girls? Like she's in the waitress outfit.
Right.
Nice.
Is that like from the 2000s?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I know it is kind of funny. What is really funny though is they did time it out to where 7 will be like the 2000s, and then episode 8 will be like the 2010s, and then the next decade will be the decade we're in right now.
Mm-hmm. COVID after that.
And you don't want to cover that.
Everyone's in a mask.
Right. Just cut it off after that.
I wonder, like, are they making any? I know I've seen commercials where people are wearing masks and stuff, but have they like incorporated any kind of masks into like TV shows or anything yet?
They have.
Have
already. Yeah. I can't tell you what specific one it is, but yeah, I've seen some people like they have masks in the show when they're talking about, you know, the pandemic. And,
really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so interesting to me.
Weird.
That's so interesting.
Weird.
Yeah, so the ending was just badass. She sucked it in. We don't really know what's going to happen. It just ends with her, just like her red eyes, like go back to normal. And then that's it.
Mm-hmm. We do have the children have discovered their powers as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. So one is like Quicksilver,
mm-hmm.
and the other one, I don't know, it's not like her, but he can like see.
Oh, he could hear Vision.
He could hear
talking to him.
And when he closed his eyes, he kind of like could see where he was.
Yeah, a little bit. But he also stopped his brother when he was running hella fast. He's like, psh, and he grabbed him.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's got some other kind of strength.
Scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. The show is so good. I just wish it was longer. It's just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it's like so crazy. It puts so much production value into it. And it's like, you're just going to do 20 minutes? Give me more.
Yeah. It should be like 45.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least.
And we got 2 episodes at once, so it just feels like it's really short.
Mm-hmm.
It feels short and sweet.
Yeah. But I'm super loving it. I have no idea. Like, I can't understand exactly what's going on with her, you know? I just can't. I don't know. I want to know, like, if there's someone else involved.
Oh, well, I mean, we only have 2 more episodes to figure it out, so they're gonna have to lay it on us pretty quick to find out what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
When is
We got 40
Justice League
minutes.
supposed to start?
I don't know.
There's the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like the movie? When's it supposed to come out? I don't know. Buddy announced
Didn't
last
he say that
week.
was...
He was like, "Oh, in 3 days." But then when I talked to him the next day, he's like, "No, that was inaccurate information."
Oh, okay. So it's not coming out then.
I don't know. No, but
Not
I mean,
as
I
quick
think it's
as we
coming out
thought.
soon. I just don't think it was that soon.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So loving WandaVision. Can't wait to see. I don't know if we should like. I think what we should do is like maybe skip talking about it next week and then end it.
Just cover it on the.
Don't you?
the
Unless
finale.
it just ends so like. Unless 7 is just so good, we have to talk about it.
It should be.
Okay, so we do actually have a top 5 this week, you guys.
We do.
Hopefully you did yours. Now this actually comes from one of our favorite listeners, Sunny, the Indian Viking from Norway. Now he posted on the Sanctorum, he wanted us to do the best worst actors / actresses. So it's basically like who's the best at being the worst. It's kind of how I took it. Now,
Okay. Mine's a little different. I just kind of went
which is who
worst
sucks?
actresses and actors. Yeah, just sucky ones.
Just suck ass.
Yeah, just ass suckers.
They might be on both lists, though. You don't know.
So my list is actually people who I think are terrible actors, but I enjoy still watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's like I would admit like they're not good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same way because of course Nick Cage is on my list. Spoiler alert.
Duh.
It's kind of the same way that I am with Nick Cage. Is like I enjoy watching him suck really bad, and I'm also fascinated by the fact that he has such a career. So that's like another one on my list where I'm like, he has a pretty good career, and it's like, he's not good. He's not good at all. So let's get into it. Who wants to start? We gotta.
Who's going first?
Is it like you go through
Number
all of
5.
them? 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with Cheese?
Okay, I'll start.
Give us your number 5, Cheese.
Okay, so my number 5 is actually I haven't seen this woman in anything else except for this movie, and it's one of my favorite movies. So I don't really know her whole acting career. I just know that in this movie, she's not good at acting. Like the acting is not her thing, but she's really good in it. So, and I actually didn't super even know her name. Her name is Sean Young. Do you know who that is? That's Einhorn from.
Yep, she was also in
Ace Ventura.
She was in a movie with Kevin Costner in the day.
Was she bad or good? Was it bad?
It was bad. Yeah.
You know, Kevin Costner's actually another one where it's like, is he actually good?
He could be on the list.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? Can I do an honorable mention really quick? I'm so sorry. This is actually, I don't enjoy this person. Okay, this is another one I have where it's like I think they are one of the worst actors, but I'm not in a good way. And that is okay. And I know people are going to get upset because of Mighty Ducks. Ooh. But it's Emilio Estevez. He is
Emilio,
the worst. Him and his brother Sheen. They're literally the worst actors I've ever seen, and I can't watch them.
But they're dad.
I cannot watch them act. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? It's like they're not even. It's not even like they're so bad. There's like it sounds like they're reading something. It's like
you can't even watch them.
Oh, I cannot watch them act.
Martin was like, "Hey, you guys want to be in a movie?
Yeah, seriously.
Do you guys want to be actors? Yeah, Dad.
And that's it.
All right, you're done. There you go.
That's it. That's all it took.
It's a wrap.
And but Emilio, I actually think is worse. He's the worst one.
Well, it kind of seemed like he stopped acting because maybe he knew how bad he was.
Right.
But I think what does he do now? He's like a producer.
Is he?
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm sure
but
of it, but
thank God.
Oh, I can't.
Because
There's like one movie where he's like.
He wasn't that bad in Young Guns, or was he?
I don't know. I'm thinking of like St. Elmo's Fire. I think I watched recently, where he's like just an asshole and he's so bad at it. I'm just like anyway. So that was my my honorable mention of crap, and then number 5. I actually like her, Einhorn. Okay, go.
I like Sean Young.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
You think she's a good actress though?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's all right. She's subpar.
Yeah.
All right, so I picked this one specifically for Buddy because I wanted to piss him off. Mm-hmm. Gal Gadot.
Yes.
She sucks.
What?
She is not a good actress. Straight up.
I wanted this.
Superman.
I was like, someone please do it.
1984.
So bad.
Terrible. And she didn't even have that much dialogue in the movie, but when she talked, it was like, oh. Yeah. And I think I even commented on that after we watched it. I don't remember her being that bad in the first Wonder Woman, but in the second, just crap.
Oh, gosh. I will agree with you that she's not that great.
I mean, there's a reason why they cast her, and it's not for her acting chops.
Right. I do think she was pretty good in the first one, though.
She was better than 1984. Yeah.
I mean, what if it just comes down to bad writing? Or you think it's...
I don't think it's bad writing. She was in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah. She's
like Han's girlfriend.
Sucks.
I couldn't, no.
Okay.
It wasn't the writing, because look at, Pedro. He did a phenomenal job in that. He was like the best part of that movie, I thought.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
All right, Kitans.
Gal Gadot. Okay.
My number 5, my list is like taters, where it's people that aren't that great in my opinion, but I still will watch their movies. Number 5 is Megan Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I absolutely agree that she's a terrible actress.
She is a woman, yes.
Transformers.
I definitely Transformers, but you know what? I actually have just a terrible, I have to end up watching her a lot is because Logan and I love the show New Girl.
Oh, I was just going to bring that up. I can't.
And when she comes in, Logan makes fun of me because I'm just like, but I don't want to, I want to look at her because she's insanely beautiful.
Yes.
Like, it's in an uncomfortable amount of beauty that she has. Everything is like heightened and like perfect and like beautiful and like really sexy. Like that's why it's annoying because it's like you want to like make out with her, but you're also like you're so cliche and like just
it's like she's the
basic.
Same no matter what she's doing, no matter what movie, no matter what show. It's like it's just the same across the board.
Yeah, no, and I hate.
There's just no like character at all.
Depth to it. And I also hate when like they always did this with Cameron Diaz, who's like not nearly as hot as Megan Fox, but they always did it where it's like Megan Fox always has this, like the fact that they make her bi in the New Girl, where it's like, okay, she's super hot. She doesn't want any attachment. She's bisexual. She like doesn't care. She's like not like a regular girl. She's like, it's like hanging out with the guys, like that whole thing that they give her in every single role that she's ever had. I'm just like,
and
that
she's
girl
dating
doesn't exist.
Machine Gun Kelly now.
Oh,
That's such a weird looking couple.
And
You know,
isn't there
I
like
was
an age gap
Yeah.
there? Like
And
a pretty hefty one?
Yeah.
I could
What,
be
she's
wrong.
older?
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was actually really upset about her and Austin Green, or what's his name?
Brian Green.
Brian Austin Green.
They were a cute couple.
Because they were together forever, and I always kind of thought more of her because it was like, oh, he's kind of like a regular ass guy from 90210. Like, what else has he done? I don't really know, but he's good looking, but like just a regular ass guy. And the Machine Gun Kelly is just like, oh god, you know what? She just fits into everything I think of her now.
She's like the new Madonna or something. She's gonna start dating all these young guys.
Right.
This makes me sick.
Right.
But what did she do? Like she looks different from when
her lips.
like she did something,
Her
and I don't
face
like
looks
it.
Very.
She's absolutely pumping
Did
those
she
out.
have
Yeah.
work done or something?
yeah.
And I don't know why. Like
for
she should have
sure.
just stayed like natural. I think
Yeah.
she looked way far better.
Yeah.
Like in the Transformer days to when you see her now.
Right.
Because it's
But-
all the fillers and Botox. There's no facial expression.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And I
probably what
think-
it is.
Oh yeah, I think honestly, like when girls just start doing a little too much to their, it's like a little bit here and there, okay, whatever. But when they start, and this is what I think happens with the eyelashes with girls, because I have eyelash extensions, okay? So I get it. But like when you see the girls with the ones that are way too long, it's like you get a little bit and you get used to that. So then then you want more and you want more and you want more until it looks hella stupid. That's what happens with girls' lips. And when they start injecting is they're like, oh, I get used to it. And then like, oh, we'll do it more so it looks different. So it looks better like in their mind or whatever. And then they just look like so bad. Like
Donatella or whatever her
Yeah,
name is.
it's like
Versace.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
I think, like Bill Burr.
Is that Mickey Rourke or is that
Right.
Donatella? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't tell them apart. But like Bill Burr says something like how he's like, you don't look younger. You just like, I can't tell what age that is. He's like, you look like a 28-year-old lizard or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't look younger. You just look weird.
Yeah.
That's what I totally think Megan Fox is pumping herself up. Anyway, she's so pretty though too. It's like, stop.
But
it.
you think she has like decent acting,
No.
but you like her.
I no, she does. I actually don't like her. I
Okay.
can't stand watching her. She was on her list.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually looked through, and when I saw her, I was like, no, I can't stand watching that bitch.
But you think she's all right?
Yeah,
Tom?
I'd watch.
You'd watch her?
I watch her.
Okay. What was that horror movie she did? It was like
Jennifer's Body.
Okay.
Yeah.
She knows all her movies.
Yeah.
I
Jennifer-
loved her. She was my wallpaper when I was younger. Like no joke. Her Maxim ads.
I mean, she's very good looking.
When that car broke down in
Yeah.
Transformers and the hood lifted,
What?
things were steamy.
Okay, so my number 4 is another lady, and
Number 4.
I don't know how you guys feel about this woman as like a musician performer, but in her acting roles, she's so bad.
Oh,
but
God.
I will watch every single movie she's in. No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not.
Damn it.
It's J-Lo.
She was my honorable mention.
Was she?
Yeah.
She's so bad.
So bad.
But I love her.
Yeah, love her.
Her little voice, and she's so pretty, and her hair is gorgeous.
Made in Manhattan.
Made in Manhattan.
Monster
Wedding
in Law,
Planner.
Wedding Planner.
Oh, I love them all. I love her.
Selena. Come on.
Well, that actually I think she was pretty good. But do you guys like her music, or I'm just Jennifer?
I can
the Black?
respect it. She's got a lot of hits. Like you don't realize it until
Oh, yeah.
you
I mean,
you see her in concert or
She's
something.
been
you're
around
like,
a long
Vegas?
time. She's been around a long time.
I think for a singer that like crossed over into acting, she's probably one of the better ones to do it, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I think so.
Like when I've seen her in some of her roles, I don't think, oh, she was like terrible.
Terrible.
You know, I was like, she's not the best.
Have you
No.
seen Enough? Where her
That's-
husband is like abusive
Yeah.
and she like.
She's like,
No, it's like
gets
a
into
serious
MMA or
role?
something,
Yeah.
right? Kicks
Oh,
his
it's
ass.
really good.
Is she good in it? Actually.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's like, she's perfect for the list.
Okay.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
It's,
She's not
it's
great.
mediocre acting,
Right.
but you just love her so much.
Right.
It's fine. That's how I
Okay.
feel about her music.
Yeah.
Where it's like, can she sing?
But she's a great performer. She's a good
She could dance.
Yeah. That's what I think, and
Let's
that's what I think.
really-
She's been around a long time.
You guys know why people like her.
Her
Because she's
booty.
beautiful.
She got that booty.
She got that. She started the butt.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Like, remember when in the like early 90s and early 2000s, it was like the low-rise jeans, flat ass butt, and then J-Lo came up and she was like, "Psh, please." Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, she like started it where it was like all the white girls were like, "Oh yeah, I want that too," you know. Oh my God.
So in this Netflix series, Selena, that actress has a fake butt.
Shut it.
Swear to God, she has a fake butt. J-Lo did not need a fake butt.
No, she did not, girl. Okay, what's your number 4, Dill?
All right. Let's see. Yeah. So my number 4, and this could go into the, I do like this
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
I like to watch him in a role. He's a terrible actor. Rob Schneider.
Oh. Okay, Dilly. I cannot watch that man. He's
he's
bad.
Bad.
Oh, he's so bad.
But how? I mean, why?
Like, why is he still around?
Does he just have friends like in high places? I don't know how he keeps.
Because even in that genre that I think he's trying to be in, he's bad.
He is, but he's like so bad though that he's
so
decent. I don't know. He's like
I can't.
the Deuce Bigelow movies. I mean,
I don't hate him.
No, I hate him. I can't look. I just can't watch
See,
him.
I think he's funny.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
I'll
funny.
watch.
Oh, I don't find him
but-
funny at all. What's that one movie he did where he was like as a girl? He like woke up as a girl.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
I cannot watch
Was
that
it-
movie.
was
I
it,
can't watch him dressed up as a girl. He just looks like a.
She's something or
I feel like he.
Animal.
There's
Was that one
something
Animal?
wrong under his hood.
The Deuce Bigelows. What else? There's been a whole bunch.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good pick though. Katans.
My number 4, I again, actors, I just love them, but the acting
Yeah.
is kind of questionable. And so number 4, I have Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my God! Shut it down.
I love Mark Wahlberg. I've seen so many of his movies, if not all of them.
No,
I
but
think
that's-
they're great movies. But when it comes down to like him specifically acting,
terrible.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay,
bad.
Katans, my number 3 is Mark Wahlberg. Because
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. I love watching him.
Great movies.
I think he has great movies.
Patriots Day.
And there's some moments in some of his movies where I could almost see, like I don't see Mark Wahlberg. But almost always I'm just like, that's just Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's
like,
Marky Mark.
He's just never, I can't, and that to me, I mean, I don't know. That's what an actor is, where you're not seeing them, you're seeing the character. And I rarely break from just seeing him.
But I love all of his movies. Daddy's Home,
Yeah.
Ted,
And his
Ted
voice,
2.
I love the way he talks. I love when he has his like
Yeah, his
accent
accent,
out. And he's hot.
He was in that movie with
The other guys.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Dilly.
Or
Gotcha.
what about,
I
you
got
just knew.
I got you.
did you see that one movie? I felt like it was actually really serious. It was called like The Happening.
Oh, yeah.
That was
a
okay.
good movie.
Yeah, the movies are good.
Yeah, that was a good movie. But his acting really it's very subpar. But that was a really good movie. But it was kind of a little bit of a stupid concept.
What about him in Boogie Nights at the end
No, Boogie Nights is
in the mirror?
great. Done. I also think
We
he's
are a star.
perfect in Ted with the bear. I love
Yeah,
that movie.
yep.
So yeah,
Good
I agree.
call.
So that was my number 3. So
Good
we
transition.
can skip over.
That was a good pick. I like that. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. My number 3. Oh, it's not going to work.
Number 3.
Is Sheila's boy, Finn Wolfhard.
Oh, really?
Why? Get him out of Hollywood. Somebody
That
now.
is- oh my
But I
God.
don't actually like him.
You don't.
No, I want him to go away.
Forever.
Yeah.
You don't think he's just a young.
Just come back later. Like I don't.
You don't think he's like a young kind of learning the ropes, getting his feet wet.
Well, he is that, but I don't want him as that. I'd rather have anybody else. Something about I don't know. Something bugs me about him.
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know.
I definitely I would never in my life go out on a limb and say that he's a great actor by any means. But I don't think he's that bad.
Okay.
You know, like
We'll
when I
have to
watch
agree to
it,
disagree.
when I'm watching it, I'm like in it, you know. He's
Have
the
you
kid.
seen anything
He's
that he's
Mike,
been in?
right? Mike from Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the cut, the haircut.
Wait, Mike.
He's the one
He's
that's
the one that dates
11.
11, yeah.
Yeah, the skinny one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. No.
But have you seen him in any other movies?
No.
Because he's decent in Stranger Things.
Okay.
But it's when they try to take his Stranger Things character and apply it to every other thing that he's in.
Right. Okay. Which I've heard you and
Yeah, I mean, beating a dead horse a little bit, but yeah, like Ghostbusters. The some other like scary movie that just came out. He was in like this. So I'm just over it. Get him out of here. Get him out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Come back later.
All right. I can respect it.
I don't know why this popped into my head, but before my number 3, really quick, Vince Vaughn. I feel like he's another one that's kind of like, I love him, but I don't know if he's that good of an actor.
Okay, this is what I'll say on that subject. I actually do think he's a good actor, but he only plays...
It's like the same role?
Yeah, because he always does that, like, he talks...
Like the Wedding Crasher
Wedding
role.
Crashers,
like, he talks really fat. Like, he'll say a lot, right?
Yeah, and it makes it funny.
And it's funny, but it's always the same voice.
Yeah.
He always is the same character. But I wouldn't say it's, like, bad, though.
Yeah.
I would say he's very one-dimensional.
So definitely not as bad as my number 3.
Okay.
It's kind of like borderline. I can't watch them, but I was a teenager when a series of movies came out and I read the books. So
What?
Kristen Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Twilight.
She's
I read
bad.
all the books. I loved the movies. I had them all on DVD.
She is absolutely on my list of the worst actresses in not a good way.
Bad.
Oh my
She's
God.
bad.
What's so funny though is because I read all the Twilight books and I saw all the Twilight movies. I hated Bella, the character in the books, because she's just not
whiny.
not a woman that any girl should look up to. Like, please don't let your girls read these books and let her think that that's what a woman should be like. And then they cast Kristen Stewart her, and I'm like, it's perfect. She's perfect casting because she's so the exact same, just terrible, whiny, annoying. What does she do? Like, have you guys ever seen
My guy?
your guy on TikTok, dude?
I love it when he recreates her scenes. And she just does the dumbest things.
With her mouth and
her face.
Her face.
Her whole face.
Her whole face. So there's a guy on TikTok. What's his name? Brody something?
Brody Wellmaker, I think. Wellmaker.
Right. So he'll like show, like, is it a split screen or something?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll
like,
show her
duet it.
stupid acting and then he'll do it. And it just really, like, especially when someone else does it, it just really shows you just like, you would never make that face in real life.
Yeah. But you're
like-
I was so into the movies though.
No, the movies were great.
So into them. But now looking back, I don't know.
Well, this is what I think. I think the books were, whoever the girl, the author, she's not like a real author. Like, it's when you read those books, it's like if you've read anything of any kind of literature that's actually written by like a real person that's good, it's like she took one college course on writing and then wrote a book series. It's the most like rudimentary, like elementary, like everything like cliche classic that your writing teacher would tell you to do is in these books. Okay. But it's an intriguing story. So I think that the books are terrible, but it's like something I devoured just in weeks. And then I feel like the movies are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they're based on something that's just so hollow, but also a great movie.
What a terrible franchise that was. I got drugged at the movie theater on that.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of men did.
Taylor Lautner almost did make my list, though. I will say that. Runner up
he's
for
terrible.
Oh, were you Team Jacob?
I was absolutely Team Jacob because I was like, Edward is
cold and pale and
shiny.
Yeah,
shiny.
Exactly.
Sparkly vampire.
And yeah, exactly. Like, one, it's like, why would you ever pick a vampire over
a wolf dog?
Yeah,
like your man can turn into a big wolf.
Seriously, and he doesn't want to kill you.
Yeah,
that stank.
He's tan. He's buff. Like, come on.
He was definitely hot. And also, I was just so annoyed by her obsession with Edward. Mm-hmm. You know,
I like the little voiceovers they do where they show like his face and her face and how they're talking serious, but then they do like
it's
comedic
called
voiceover.
Like, what do they call that? Bad lip readings or.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? I'm gonna send it to you, Dill.
So
oh
funny.
my God, it's so good.
Yeah, send them over.
She's like, hey, Right? They're like doing a voiceover. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so my number 2, and I just want to say that I like him so much. Okay? But he's not a good actor. Like, he's not. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Because I actually really love him, like, in my heart. And that's Brandon Fraser.
Oh, okay.
I knew he would be on somebody's list.
He's not good, right?
I love The Mummy.
No.
I love Blast from the Past.
I mean, he plays that kind of dorky, like goofy role fairly well. But if you try to put him in any type of serious role,
right?
I don't.
He didn't play Tarzan. You remember that Tarzan movie? That wasn't him, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? That was him.
That was Tarzan. Yeah, he was Tarzan. Yeah.
See, I like that one. It wasn't bad.
But you think the acting's good? Yeah. I just don't think he's good, but I really do love him. You know, but I'm like, ugh. It's like, again, I'm just obsessed on like, what is it that gives him that edge that makes him still successful? Because there's just people that are better, obviously.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah. Well, because
so bad.
Yeah, he's
so bad. I haven't seen him in a minute.
And he's kind of fat.
Why did his face do that? Like, what shape is that?
Let me see it.
Can we see?
Okay.
Can you show the classroom?
Can you put that
Kitana?
up on the screen?
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
That is a weird shape. I think, I don't know.
So there's another actor.
Oh, it was George of the Jungle.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Same thing, pretty much.
Bedazzled. I like that one too.
Bedazzled for sure. Blast from the Past is like my jam, bro.
There's another actor that, like, his name is, I can't recall, but he's in movies with like Paul Rudd and stuff. But he's like the same. Him and like Brendan Fraser are like the same person to me.
Like you can't tell them apart.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of this dude's name.
Who
he
is
does
it?
like a full nude scene in That's My Guy or something like that, or God damn it, I can't remember it. His name's like Jason something.
Jason.
But it's like the same.
Jason Sudeikis.
It might be
Jason Segel, like the big dude from How I Met Your Mother and Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes.
I love him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it. I like him too,
Yeah.
but him and Brendan Fraser are like the same person.
They mush
They
in your
seem
brain.
like
I think
they do
Jason
the same things.
Yeah.
Seagal's actually a way better actor. Like,
I
technically.
love Jason Segel.
Yeah.
I got to look it up just to make sure I have the
You make sure you have it right.
the correctness.
Yeah, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Well, I really.
That's him.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Because he was with
Brendan
Paul
Fraser.
Rudd in Yes, it was not Yes Man.
Something Man. Or,
Yeah, I Love You
right.
Man.
Oh, I Love You, Man.
I Love You Man.
Right.
That was a good one. That's
That
a
was
really
funny.
good movie.
Is that the one where they're LARPing?
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Dill, what's your number 2?
Number deuce.
Number 2.
So this actually was spoiled by Kitans, and this is Megan Fox,
Oh, nice.
Megan's sister,
That's
twin
Megan.
sister, Megan
Megan.
Fox.
So you think she's a bad actor?
She's a bad actress, absolutely.
Do you mind watching her though? Because of her
In the current
sexiness?
state, doesn't do anything
She's
for
too
me.
puffed up?
There's just something not natural happening,
Right.
and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really like watching her material.
Okay, good. I like it. So Megan Fox definitely, yeah.
Megan.
Oh, Megan. I'm so
Megan
sorry.
Fox.
Megan's.
So, sorry.
All right, what do you got number 2 there?
Number 2, this actor is pretty annoying to me. Just something about them. But there's a list of movies that I like that they're in.
Okay.
And that's Bill Paxton.
Ooh.
Wait, which one's
Yeah.
Bill Paxton?
He was
Bill
in
Paxton.
Twister.
He's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He was in
Aliens.
Titanic, Aliens.
Oh, God, yeah.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Chet.
He actually is kind of annoying.
It's so corny. He's so corny.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
have a hard time, but the movies are great,
Right.
you know? So,
Especially in Titanic.
Bill Paxton.
yeah.
When he's just like, his whole scene is with that old lady. So lame.
Great actor though.
Is
I think.
Is he though?
Have you seen Frailty?
No.
That is an amazing movie. with
Maybe
Bill
we
Paxton.
should watch that.
But yeah, like from the other, like you wouldn't think he's like a great actor, but
Oh, yeah, Alien.
he is pretty decent.
Is he?
If you guys haven't seen Frailty, I've talked about it a bunch of
Done.
times. One of my
Okay.
favorite.
What kind of
it's like a
genre?
not necessarily. It's like a thriller,
Okay.
a supernatural thriller.
Okay.
It's got McConaughey in it. Super good.
McConaughey.
Bill Pax, R.I.P.
Okay, so my number one is like, it's not even fun. But I mean, it just has to be said that he is forever and in my heart.
Number one.
Always and will forever be
We know.
my favorite worst actor.
We know who it is.
Nick Cage. In the studio today.
Yep. Always with us. Hello, Nicholas.
I have my friend Gina, it's all of my Nick Cage paraphernalia actually comes from my friend Gina because she thinks it's hilarious that I'm obsessed with him. But I have like a Nick Cage like Christmas ornament hanging up my station. So sometimes people don't even notice it. It's just his face. But other people are like, want to know the story as to why I have Nick Cage's face just hanging at my station. And then, so probably 2 or 3 times a week, I'm explaining to someone why, I think that Nick Cage is the best, worst actor of all time. But they're like, I was telling this to somebody else and they were saying that they thought Nick Cage was like attractive.
Oh.
I was like, I'm sorry.
He's not that bad looking, is he?
Are you kidding
No.
me?
I don't know. I'm a dude.
He's not.
Oh, he is not cute.
No.
No.
In Con Air, his hair's all.
Oh my God. He has the worst hair. He's so weird looking. And it's when they make him the love interest to a beautiful woman.
It doesn't make any sense.
What about when he was Ghost Rider? He wasn't.
No,
No.
that
With
was
the
black
so
hair? No?
bad.
Okay.
The only time he was halfway good looking was in Raising Arizona because he was a little
HR.
younger. He had more hair. He had the mustache. He was skinny, a little kind of muscular. But as soon as he went into middle age, it was like, nah, not cute.
Want that baby?
Not cute.
I just got back from New Orleans and his mausoleum's out there, but the cemetery it's in it was closed. And like I could see it from my hotel room, but like we couldn't go in.
Like he has one already?
Yeah, he has like this huge mausoleum and because my friend went last year and saw it. She said there's like lipstick all over it from like women going there and just like kissing his, his grave.
But
even though he's not dead. No, he's just set up already in New Orleans.
Okay.
He just wanted a place?
He's just ready to rock.
He's ready to go.
Love it.
That's so weird.
He's ahead of the game.
I'd probably go there.
It is a tourist attraction, but
I wouldn't kiss it though, I'll tell you that right now.
That's a good one. I figured that would be your number one.
You know it. I gotta put him in there. I love that guy.
Gots to. I'm so torn with my number one. I have so many different people in my head.
So do you want to give us like a few?
I'm going to give you like at least, I'm going to give you like 3.
Done. Let's do it.
Number ones.
Okay.
Right out the gate, Keanu. I mean,
absolutely.
you expect this.
yeah.
He's not a good actor, but he's awesome.
But he's definitely on my list, but
He's like the best worst actor.
no,
I know yours is Cage.
you think he's best at being worse?
He's a worse actor than Cage.
I think so. I agree
Okay.
with
Like
that.
Cage has dialogue.
Yeah. No, you're right. Actually, he is a worse actor.
He's like, I don't believe it. That's all right. Oh, that's enough. Okay, just that'll be good for you.
But I think this is my problem. Why I think Nick Cage always wins out over Keanu is that Keanu is, yes, like his dialogue is terrible, but everything else is so good. Like Nick Cage could never be a badass the way that Keanu Reeves is a badass in Wicks.
No.
Nick Cage could never do Wickles.
Can you
couldn't take him
imagine that?
serious.
Can you imagine that?
And that's why I think that Nick Cage is still worse because Keanu can kick some ass. And he's he's badass, dude. He's badass.
He is a badass.
Yeah. I saw Point Break for the first time the other day.
Yeah.
Oh my, no. I can't.
No?
It's so bad.
Good. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But bad.
Him.
It didn't age
yeah.
well, probably.
No.
So I do have a couple more
Okay,
that
sorry.
I'm going to
Go ahead,
stack on. You guys should know this man. Steven Seagal,
Oh, yeah.
action star from
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah. And he did well.
He did amazing.
Very well.
But then
was-
he transitioned into like a lot of B movies.
Right.
Which is probably where he belonged. I mean,
Right.
he was a good like action star,
Right.
but no acting chops whatsoever
Right.
at all. I mean, worse than probably Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really?
I think so.
I couldn't.
Third, Pauly Shore. Is there a worse actor than Pauly Shore?
I really don't think so. And Pauly Shore, to me, falls in the category of just bad. Like, there's no redeeming qualities.
Like, he is trying to be bad. He's not even trying to act. It's just
the only movie I feel like I can kind of watch him in is Encino Man.
Just because Brendan Fraser's in it?
Well, because Brendan Fraser's in it, and I think all around that's a good movie. It's so stupid, but I think just like from start to finish, I just like that movie personally, so I can deal with Pauly Shore. And I think also if Pauly Shore just did one movie with that character, like as that character or as him, or saying all those stupid things that he like Weasel or whatever he says, if he did one movie like that and then everything else was like either never happened or he changed it somehow, it could be fine. But it's like he's like that stupid character in every single movie.
Right. I'd love to see him try to do like a serious acting gig.
Yeah, right. No, he's
just for the laughs.
He's so bad.
Yep. That's my number ounce.
Okay, that's good. Who's your number ounce?
My number one is someone I genuinely will watch no matter what.
Okay.
Old movies. We'll watch them in.
Let's
Love
hear
them. Love them. Okay, do not take this the wrong way. But acting.
Let it out, Kitana.
Easy on the eyes, yes.
Who?
All right, R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, he was not a good actor.
You're right. He's
Oh,
not.
Into the Blue.
Yeah.
The Fast and Furious movies. Like, I love him.
Into the Blue.
I was so sad when we lost him. But, no. Like, the second Fast and Furious movies with him and Tyrese. And it was, like, mainly just those two.
Right.
Couldn't do it.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
You know, honestly, I maybe watched the first Fast and the Furious. Maybe. But I don't think I saw him in anything ever. Like when he passed, like, I was like, well, who's that guy? You know, like,
well, he really wasn't in a whole bunch.
I just really wasn't. I just didn't know who he was. And like, obviously I know who he is now because he died and then he became a lot more like famous to me. Like, or, you know, just like in my periffs or whatever. But I had no idea who he was. So I can't really speak on it. I don't really know.
Love Fast and Furious. Like, I get the series has gone a little sideways.
Right, you're like, are we
definitely
still doing it?
a lot different than the first one, but
Right.
I'm just such a loyalist.
Yeah.
I don't care if they make 25 of these movies. I will go see them in theater
You
every time.
still always see him?
Oh, every time. Love them. Like, I can quote so many of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what? Jeez, come on.
Yeah, no, I honestly, that was never my jam.
Oh, it was my jam.
That
I
wasn't
wanted
my
a Honda
scene.
Civic so bad. When I was like 9 years old, and I was like, I want
I
a
can hook
Civic.
you up.
It's so funny because I don't really mind like action movies or any kind of like anything, but like car movies. It just, I'm like, nah.
My dogs are literally named Shelby and Eleanor.
Oh, that's
Like-
cute. I hate all the car noises and stuff.
What? Oh my god! No,
I'm just like,
I can't. That's okay.
I'm like, are we
Okay.
still? I mean, we're revving it still.
You're-
like we're still
Yes,
doing that.
the noise.
And it's like, ski. It's just like,
I could listen to it all day.
I actually mentioned this to Buddy the other day. The only car movie I like Gosling was in it, and it was called Drive.
Oh, that was a bad movie.
And no, it was a terrible movie. But he wore leather gloves all the time, and he was constantly like
Gripping
like
the wheel.
gripping the wheel. And I was like,
Did you ever see Baby Driver?
no, but I heard about that.
It was like a good driving movie. They had like cool music in it. It was pretty good.
I mean, that's probably why I didn't watch it because it was like a drive movie.
Transporter?
No,
No.
Definitely-
Jeez,
those-
my girl.
that's those are not my jams. You know what?
She's
I
gotta
like.
step her game up.
I like maybe like espionage. I like the Oceans movie. Like if there's a heist, I like heisty movies. You know, if there's any kind of heist, I'll watch it. But a car where it's all car chasing, no.
It's car noises.
All car.
No, thank you. I don't want none of that.
Send it my way.
That's awesome.
All right, well that was it. That was our top 5. So let's get into Dilly's gaming corner.
All right, let's go. Let's unlock the door to the
do it.
room.
It's Dilly's Gaming Corner.
All right, guys. So pretty decent week for the video game news this week. Some decent stuff to talk about. We have the biggest announcements from yesterday's Nintendo Direct, and I took this directly from TheVerge.com. So for the first time in over a year, Nintendo hosted a full-fledged Direct presentation. The latest presentation was focused mostly on games slated to hit Nintendo's hybrid gaming console, the Switch, sometime during the first half of 2021. There were a few announcements for the games that will hit later than that. Here are just a few of the main takeaways from that event. So we have Splatoon 3 is on its way, making its way to Nintendo Switch in 2022. So that's going to come a little later. That'll be the third installment in the Splatoon franchise, and it is slated to launch in 2022, like I just mentioned. Not much is known about the game aside from the new desert location, but the game appears to feature the same paint shooting action from previous entries. Kitans, do you play any vids?
I do not.
Do not. Okay.
No, I have a hard time even staying on top of shows if I threw games into it.
Yeah, just can't do it.
Can't do it.
Okay. All right, so we got The Legend of Zelda. Skyward Sword HD makes its way onto Nintendo Switch as well. That's July 16th, 2021. So they announced Legend of Zelda re-release of the 2011 Wii exclusive. The game will launch alongside a new pair of Zelda-themed Joy-Cons. Nintendo also said it would share more information about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild later this year. Some news that the Mad King might be excited about. Star Wars Hunters is a competitive free-to-play online shooter from the makers of Farmville. Zynga, I think, is the makers of that. So the studio best known for Farmville and Words with Friends is making a new Star Wars shooter. The game will be squad-based and is set between the events of Star Wars Episode 6 and Episode 7.
That's
nice.
cool.
Yeah. I don't know. That's about all the news I have on that. But it looks pretty cool. I did watch a little short trailer on that. We also have Microsoft Xbox announces new FPS boost feature. And this is some pretty big news. They were kind of alluding to some big news, and it finally just broke yesterday. So they released the FPS boost, which is a new backwards compatibility feature for the Series X and the Series S, which are the brand new consoles.
Oh, right.
So the FPS boost will boost the frame rate dramatically in specific older games when you play them on the next-gen Xbox. This could be a big game changer in the way we experience the old console games. So basically what they're doing, the backwards compatibility games were the old, like, let's say, like an Xbox original or an Xbox 360 title that you can play on, like, the Xbox One or whatever on the newer system. So this one is basically, you can only use this on the brand new consoles. Unfortunately, it won't work on the One or the One X, unfortunately. But all the old games that were backwards compatible are now getting like a huge boost in like frame rate. So it's pretty big news. Let's see here. This is already rolled out, so you can check this out right now. So there is, when you log into some of these games, there currently isn't any on-screen icon that tells you that it's activated.
Oh, okay.
But that's supposed to be coming in a patch kind of later on in the spring. So right now you might have to get in there, reboot your console, load up the game, and you should be ready to see these new updates. And it looks pretty legit. So
that's pretty cool.
But it's old games though, not like new stuff. So there's only, I think, 4 or 5 games that have it right now. They look great. Sniper Elite 4, I think, has it. UFC, not the EA Sports UFC, but the old UFC got it, and a couple other games. But what's impressive about it is that, according to Microsoft, these improvements require little or, in some cases, zero work from the developer, meaning the older, less popular games are unlikely to get remastered or receive the next-gen patches, could still see radically improved performance in the future should Microsoft single them out for the FPS boost treatment. So, yeah, they'll probably be loading up on that, releasing a whole bunch of new old games that are improved. So that's some big news. This next little bit is, I'm kind of excited about this. This is one I've been waiting for. Yeah. This is Fall Guys. You guys probably haven't heard of it, but Ultimate Knockout is coming to Xbox Series X and S and the Switch. So Mediatronic's charming battle royale platformer is coming to the new consoles, the X and the S, this summer. So Microsoft announced in a blog post yesterday. The news came just one day after Mediatonic announced that the game was going to be ported to the Nintendo Switch sometime this summer. While no firm release date has been announced, both ports will likely launch within the same time frame. Fall Guys, you can play up to 60 players. You compete in matches with Battle Royale style gameplay. Players represented as jelly bean-like figures move around three-dimensional playing field with additional moves such as jumping, grabbing, climbing, diving to assist in gameplay. The aim is to qualify for subsequent rounds by successfully competing each of the randomly selected minigames. So certain minigames involve running towards a finish line at the end of a map, playing tag with other players. On every minigame, obstacles appear around the map for added complexity, so players who are too slow or fall into the pink slime or who fail to meet certain requirements for the minigame will be eliminated. On the final round, the remaining few players compete in a final match with a randomized minigame designed for a smaller player size. The winner of the match is the last player standing.
That sounds kind of fun.
It looks hella fun.
Like minigame?
So it's like kind of cartoony a little
Right.
bit, but you basically have like 60 players on this little map.
Okay.
It might be like everybody race to the end of this thing. So,
Okay.
But there's all these obstacles kind of
Right.
in between. So when the game starts, it's just madness.
Yeah.
Like you have 60 live players just going crazy, like grabbing each other and like it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of waiting for it to come out. It's been I think only PC and PS5 could play it. And people have been like asking for this game to be released on other consoles, and they said the developers kept saying no, there's no plans.
Oh, really?
And then this was like a couple weeks ago too, and then of course,
right.
they come out and they're like, it's coming to every console there is. So Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout currently available on PC, PS4, and is backwards compatible on PS5. Fall Guys also received a mobile version, but it's only available in China. So yeah,
Really?
yep. So that'll be coming out summertime.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's that called? Fall Guys?
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Mm-hmm. Ultimate Knockout.
I feel like if it wasn't like such an investment, I wish that my boyfriend played video games. Do you know what I'm saying? That I wouldn't have to like buy all this crap. But it just sounds like something like that sounds so fun where it's like, fun. It's like small, but it's like live and you could like interact with people or whatever. Yeah.
And it's kind of like this game I play right now called Gang Beasts. Mm-hmm. It's just so much fun. Like you get a couple of your buddies in there. When I play this, my wife, she's like, I've never heard you laugh. Like, so I'll wake her up. I'm just dying playing this game. It's so much fun to play.
Right.
But you really need to have like your boys or your friends with you.
You gotta
or else it's not as much fun. But
mm-hmm.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
So that's big news. I've been waiting for that for a while.
Cool.
That's it. That's what I got.
Thanks, Dill.
You're welcome.
So, all right. Well, let's get into actually Sidekick Mayo. We got two emails. We got one from Mama Groot and one from should we even say his name?
Phil Beasy?
It's been a minute.
Phil Beasy?
Okay, he leaves us to start his own podcast, Distance Nerding or Nerd Distancing.
Distance Nerding.
Nerd Distancings. Distance Nerding.
Distance Nerding, yeah.
And he leaves us to do that, which is like fine. We're like supportive. We're like, yeah, you do you, boo, right? But like, have we heard from him?
Until now.
Not until now. So we'll have to see. Like, I don't know.
The official correspondent.
The correspondent. So like, I don't know if I'm not pissed at him anymore, but we'll see.
Okay. So who's reading these?
I can't promise anything. So I'll start with Mama Groot.
All right.
So here we go. Mama Groot, as we all know, is Groot's mama. Hey. She didn't have that many E's in it. It's just hey. Just wanted to let you know that if I end up gaining more weight, it is the fault of the Hardly Heroes. Turns out you guys, though I love you bunches, are bad for my health.
Oh, no.
So here's the deal.
Oh.
I've never heard of Brookies, remember Brookies?
Yeah.
Until the show a while back. Finally picked some up from TJ's, which is Trader Joe's, right? Is that TJ's?
Yes.
But wasn't overly impressed. Too much emphasis on the brownie and not enough on the ookie.
I like that.
Gee, the foodie in me exclaimed, I can make some better than these.
I believe this.
So last week, the experimenting began. After 3 batches, I came up with the ratio of brownie to ookie.
It's just fun to say.
I just like how, like, it's a Brookie, right? Where she, like, just says brownie, but definitely, like, condenses the cookie into ookie. So I love it. Okay, so the ratio of brownie to ookie that I felt was right. Of course, we had to sample, aka completely devour, each test batch just to be sure. Then last night, in the middle of the night, I woke up exclaiming quietly, and most likely just in my head, so as not to wake up my sweetie pie. What would happen if I made Brookies with other kinds of ookies?
Ooh.
After all, the name Brookie does not imply that the ookie must be only chocolate chip.
Right?
So what is next, you ask while your tummy begins to rumble? It has to be peanut butter ookies.
Yes.
With a few chocolate chips thrown in for good measure. And then chewy sugar ookies for the purist who savor the simplicity of chocolate and vanilla. Want texture? Oatmeal chocolate chip ookie. Anyone? Yes, that would be my jam, bro. Would love to hear from other sidekicks what ookie combination they lust for. So there you go. I now must bacon test, which requires multiple iterations.
Bacon test?
The bacon test.
Like bake and test?
Bake and, not bacon test.
Okay, I just heard bacon.
Not crispy bacon.
I love bacon.
Which requires multiple iterations each concoction. I feel my pants getting tighter already. Oh, wait. As I'm writing this, I just thought of the best of all, my all-time favorite concoction, salted caramel chocolate. Something to ponder. Love you guys. Love the show. Hugs always, Mama Groot. Okay.
What if we put coconut in that last recipe?
In the salted caramel?
Salted caramel.
So is it salted
coconut.
Caramel chocolate coconut ookie with the brownie?
Yes.
Honestly, this is like genius. I feel like she's just created like a business model that we need to start. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to make that weird noise. I had a client who's like friend or something is a chef, a bakery chef, and she's or is that a thing? She's a baker, and she's making a new cookie line that she makes out of like breakfast cereals. So there's like a Fruity Pebble cookie, a Captain Crunch cookie, or whatever. Like I feel like this could be totally a line of things where, and maybe you call them like ookies or something, you know, or like whatever. You like separate it so that you have all types of different brookies. I really want that oatmeal chocolate chip though, bro. That's my jam right now.
That's your jam?
Hard.
The oats?
Oh, so hard. I love the oats.
Steel cut oats?
Absolutely. Like I hate raisins. I don't know. I'm sure this has been documented on the show. I hate raisins more than anything. So like oatmeal raisin cookies could just like go to hell for all I'm at.
So you hate grapes too?
And well, I don't hate grapes.
Would
Like a fresh grape with juice in it? Yeah, that's fine. Don't take all the juice and then give me the skin.
the dried up
That's
skin?
I don't want that shit. I want the juice. Anyway, oatmeal chocolate chip all day, every day. Even a peanut butter chip, half chocolate chip, half peanut butter chip.
What if we did like a peanut butter cookie with the peanut butter M&Ms?
Yes, ookie.
Okay.
I think those peanut butter M's are probably my favorite candy in the world.
They're the best M&Ms.
So Buddy Light will put them in the refrigerator, dude.
Cold candy's good.
I'm with that.
Anyway, Mama Groot, look, you got us started on like this whole now conversation. Thank you so much for writing in. And if you do try out any of these ookies, please make me some oatmeal ones.
Cookies.
Ookies. I think her new nickname is Ookie.
All right, so am I going in on Phil B here?
Yeah, let's hear from this.
All right, this is from the correspondent, Phil B.
What's that? What he
says, "Sup, heroes."
Don't sup
Sup.
me. Don't sup.
Sup with it.
Me right now, Phil. Don't sup me,
She's
bro.
already throwing shade. All right, so not my first time writing in. Long time listener. Got some songs for Dilly to judge on Does It Rock. Some pretty hardcore stuff here.
Okay.
All right, so The Waste of Dread Rift. And I'm going to try to pronounce this Zale.
Okay.
We have Memento Intervals.
Okay.
Blood Eagle,
Ugh.
Periphery. Blood Eagle.
That sounds pretty hardcore.
These are my hardcore submissions. I personally think they rock, but only the true rock master, Dillard Skillard, can judge this.
That's true.
Just let me know what you think, sir. Keep the good fight, y'all. White Ranger is out. All right, I've got some homework to do, Phil. I will check your 3 songs out, and I will determine. I will review with the board of myself.
Does it rock?
If it rocks or not, and I will come back next week and give you the results.
You know, it's like okay.
But I like that. We're going hardcore. I like this.
He hasn't written in hella long. Doesn't even mention my name.
No, none of your guys'
Or
names. But
Buddy.
Dilly, yeah, I'm in there. Yeah.
Just fighting words, bro. I'm about to write into his podcast, be like,
It's just a blank email.
yeah, it just exactly. And then they have to read it where it's like 15 minutes of silence. That's my email.
Oh no.
All right, thanks, Phil B. Correspondent.
Thanks, bro.
All right, well that's it, you guys. We did it. Of course, we went over because it's top 5 day.
Right? Of course.
Never fails.
Nope. So, Cheese, where can they find us?
So they can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find
Where
us
else?
on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on YouTube at Hardly Heroes.
Anywhere else?
They can find us at Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Number 1.
You can also go to Facebook, find us at the Hardly Heroes Sidekick Sanctorum. To become a member, you have to know Buddy's real name. So
You do.
And you can also find us on any streaming platform. You can find us on Podbean, where you can become a subscriber to our After Dark content. It's the best way to support the show. And I think that's it.
Spotify.
And you know what? Where else you can find us is iHeartRadio. That's actually new. We're new on that. So anywhere you can find us. But just remember one thing.
Disclaimer. They don't know shit.
You guys have a good night.
See you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.